I also found a quote in the Quad Cities Times dated May 7, 2012. And here's what it said: "Thanks, but no thanks. Ben Boothby's days of disrupting game plans are history. The All-American defensive tackle from Northern Iowa has called it a career, shunning overtures from the NFL suitors in favor of beginning medical school in the fall." And here's what Ben had to say in the article: "It was not an easy decision. Football has been a part of my life forever, but it's time to move on to another chapter. Instead of dealing with injuries, I'm looking forward to having a chance to heal them." His senior season, he had surgery on a Monday, ladies and gentlemen, on a Monday. 4 days later, he played the entire football game against Southern Illinois.
The biggest thing that I can take away from my time at UNI is being a student athlete. I know Jackie said a little bit on that, but you're always a student first, and that's cliche, but you always come here. I came here to play football, but I left here with an education, and that's the most important thing you can leave with. And another quick story about Coach Farley is, I think the reason why I was so intense and the reason why I always wanted to do my best was just the attitude he portrayed to the rest of the team. I remember it was my senior year at South Dakota, and it was actually a pretty close game, even though we probably should have blown them out a lot more than we did. I remember it came down to the last couple seconds. They were down by like 13 or something, and they were trying for a Hail Mary pass or whatever. And I got triple teamed, and they ended up throwing the ball in the end zone, and the ball hit the ground. Game was over. We came off the sideline. The first thing he said to me was, "Why don't you make the sack?" So he always had high expectations for all of us, and I really appreciate that. I appreciate the opportunity that he gave me and taking a chance on me to come to the University of Northern Iowa. It happened in the spring when I was lifting weights. I tore my scapholunate ligament in my wrist. I didn't know what that was at the time, but I do know what that is now. But anyways, it's a pretty serious injury, and I went to the University of Iowa, had them look at it, then I ended up going to a hand surgeon in Cedar Rapids, had it repaired, and I came back that day, and I wanted to start training right away, but it takes about 12 to 15 weeks for it to heal. And I talked to my trainer, Ryan Callahan, and he told me I could start working out when I wasn't taking my pain meds. So they went in the trash can that day, and I was front squatting the net that Friday. I had the opportunity of working with a lot of great defensive and offensive coaches while I was here, and they all had the same goal of excellence, and they wanted us to always participate at the highest level. And but it's the teammates that I had and got to experience with. I would have never got here today if I didn't get to play with people like David Johnson and LJ Ford, Jamar Thompson. And because this is an academic-based award, I wouldn't have got it if it wasn't for the professors and all the educators. Stacia's here, and she pushed me in the classroom. I was walking with my parents today. I told her it was her putting me in all the easy classes. That's why I got a 4.0. But I'm just kidding. Who I got to thank more than anything else is my parents. They never expected me to achieve anything, but they always pushed me to do my best. Their one rule was I couldn't quit anything. So if I went out for it, I could not quit in the season. I could not quit midway no matter what. The best years I had were the 5 years I've had at UNI. So many wonderful things happened while I was here. And I hopefully one day I get to come back to the area. We'll see. I still got a long way to go. But we'll see what the future holds, and thank you and God bless.